everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I have for you a video all about my favorite skincare masks. So today I thought I'd talk to you about my favorite skincare masks. I'm actually quite a face mask junkie and I love a lot of different face masks, and I really do find that they work and that I like to apply different ones to different areas of my face, and I find that I really like to combine them so that they solve different skin problems all at the same time. I never actually thought about combining skincare masks until I saw a video by Lisa Eldridge where she commented on how she would apply one mask to her T-zone and a different mask to the sides of her face, because actually my skin is combination, so I find that the center is very oily, but then the sides tend to get quite dry and flaky, dehydrated, so it's actually different skincare needs that they both have, and that's why it's important to use different masks in different areas because they'll solve different problems. So my most favorite skincare mask has to be the Clay Goddess by the Skin Goddess Clay Mask by Charlotte Tilbury. I love this mask and I had loads of people rave about it when it got launched, and you know, sometimes when there's a lot of hype around a certain product you end up buying it and it's always a huge disappointment, but with this one I have to say it was definitely worth the hype. It is such a brilliant skincare mask. It is a clay mask, which means it kind of draws out your impurities, but at the same time it's really hydrating. It doesn't strip the skin. I find with a lot of clay masks that I can only use them once in a while because they tend to be really drying, and that actually makes my skin become more oily in the coming days, and it actually leads to breakouts. So I use them once in a while, but I can't use them too often. But with this one, because it's so hydrating, it really doesn't strip my skin and it leaves it feeling really calm and happy after using it. So I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see, it's quite creamy in texture and it almost feels like a moisturizer, and when it dries up it's still quite creamy, even though it is a little bit dry obviously because it's clay, but it still feels quite nourished and creamy. So the mask is just really nice and smooth when you apply it onto your face. I apply it all over my face, avoiding the eye area and the lip area, and I just let it sit for like 10-15 minutes, and then I massage it into my face using a lymph drainage massage. If you want to see how I do that, please let me know in the comment section below and I will let you know. And I really find that that's really helpful to depuff the skin, and it's really nice and it leaves my skin super hydrated. Then I just take a warm flannel and I just cleanse it all off, and my skin is beautiful, hydrated, really clean and clear, so I really like this mask. Next one up is the mask by ROCHE, the HYDRAPHASE Intense Mask. This one was also a recommendation from Lisa Eldridge, and it is a brilliant mask. I have had a lot of trouble with a lot of hydrating masks because I find that some of them leave my skin too oily, some of them are just not hydrating and they don't actually do anything. So this one is a nice balance. It doesn't leave my skin feeling kind of greasy, but at the same time it is really hydrating, and I apply it even over the lips and I find that it really hydrates them. So I've got really flaky skin on my lips and I find that this really hydrates it, and it's a brilliant mask. I really like it. I just apply it all over my face, avoiding my eye area, leave it on for about 10 minutes, and then just take some chamomile water on a cotton pad and just wipe it off, making sure my skin's not left too greasy, and then I just apply a moisturizer after that. This one comes out again very runny in texture. It's like a thick moisturizer, but it doesn't feel too heavy on the skin or kind of too thick. It's almost a little bit like a gel really, but it's just like, I would say, a gelish thick moisturizer. This is the CLARINS Beauty Balm, Flash Beauty Balm, and I know this is actually meant to be applied underneath makeup, but I actually find that if you apply it as a mask once in a while, it leaves your skin really tight and perfect looking. So it's great if you have an event coming up. I like to apply it maybe for like 10-15 minutes, leave it on my skin as a mask, apply kind of a thickish layer all over my face, and then I wipe it all off with a warm flannel, and I find that it really leaves my skin kind of tight and looking really perfect. So really good for an event. So the Flash Beauty Balm comes out like a normal kind of cream. It feels a little bit silicone-y on the skin, but it's really thin in texture, just like a normal kind of thin gel type moisturizer. And it obviously blends into the skin very easily, so you need to apply quite a thickish layer for it to act like a mask. This is the clay mask by PAQUITORS. It's a brand I've spoken about in other videos, so I will leave a link to my other video where I spoke about it below, and also a link to a blog post I did on their stuff. It's a really nice brand. It's actually only got physical stores in Spain, but you can get all their stuff online. It's really affordable and their stuff really works, and it's all made out of natural products, so I really like their stuff. This one is their clay mask. And it's a really good mask if you want a really deep cleanse. So it really brings out all the impurities to the surface. So yeah, your skin does look pretty horrible after you've applied the mask, but in a day or so it's kind of calmed down, and I find that it really leaves your skin looking very clear. So it's good for a deep cleanse, maybe once a month or once every month and a half. So I just apply this one to my T-zone because I find otherwise it's too stripping on other areas of my face. But I have a lot of blackheads down my nose and on my chin, and I find that this really brings out all the kind of muck in my skin and just leaves it looking very clear. So I really like this. It's also really good if you've got blemishes or just like one big blemish that you want to treat, and you can just use it as a spot treatment. Apply it overnight, and in the morning it'll be completely dry. So a good one if you've got oily skin. This one feels like a really thick clay mask. As you can see, it's got that greeny grey texture, and it's very thick, and it dries to a very clay-like texture, very drying, but that's what really clears out your skin. And finally, the product I've been using for the longest time, the Dermalogica Gentle Cream Exfoliant. I love this. I used to use exfoliants that were kind of the typical ones that you rub on your skin, but I did find that those actually made me break out even more because they would really strip my skin, and they would actually make the skin produce more oil, and I would end up breaking out. So this one is really good because it's very gentle on your skin. You apply it like a mask, leave it on for 10 minutes, avoiding your eye area and your lip area. You can even leave it on for 15 minutes if you want more of a deeper cleanse, and then you just take a warm flannel and just wipe it off your face, and your skin is like baby skin. So I applied this before using any type of mask because it just leaves my skin so smooth, really cleansed, and ready to absorb whatever I'm putting on it afterwards. So I really like this. It's not stripping, it doesn't leave your skin kind of flared up. It's a really brilliant exfoliator. It leaves your skin exfoliated, but at the same time it's very gentle on your skin. This comes out like a pasty kind of texture. It's not too thick, but it just feels a little bit pasty, almost sort of like a clay mask really. So that was it, guys. These are all my favorite masks. I hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, I like to mix them up. Sometimes I'll use a clay mask down my T-zone if it's really oily or very dirty, and then I'll use a hydrating mask on the sides of my face if that's looking kind of dull and dehydrated. So like I said, guys, just use what suits your skin. Think about the problem you have and just use the right mask to treat that. So your skin doesn't always feel the same, and it's not always the same, so mix it up. I hope you found this video helpful, and please do let me know in the comments below if there are any masks that you think I should try out. I'm always up for trying new stuff, and if there's anything that you think is your holy grail mask, please let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and check out my blog, my Instagram. I'll leave all my links here on the screen, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!